What's this? What's this? This is how we do it.
Confidence. That's how we do it. We do it without confidence.
What do we got for this? This is how we do it.
It's Monday night.
It is Monday night. Hey guys, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? I see you guys. Hey Valerie Adams. What do you know? What's up, Miss Hayes?
Miss Norma, what's up?
It's 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. And it's Monday, you guys. Already. Remember last week I said it's going to be Monday again.
Right.
You look up. It's always a Monday.
It's a Monday again.
So baby, turn it down. Volume down.
What a week.
Hey, you guys, we're going to get started. Me and Fuller have decided this week we're going to do a little bit of, not that it has to be public knowledge. We tell y'all everything, right? We're going to do a little fasting, drinking a little smoothies in the
getting
morning.
healthy. Got to get healthy.
Get
for what God called us to do.
Yes.
And our physical body not to be an excuse for not being able to fulfill God's purpose and call on our lives.
Yeah. Plus, I want to live a long life.
Yes. And be satisfied.
Be satisfied, yeah. And so, Fuller and I decided this morning, we've been watching this lady on YouTube a while back, and she has some good techniques. And so we're going to go to drinking smoothies and doing just a vegetables this
first week.
So 2 meals, smoothie, or 3 meals, I guess. A couple of smoothies.
Smoothie in the morning, smoothie for lunch. But we got to fast for lunch, though. You're not going to do that? Okay. No, I was just thought about adding it in. Okay, we'll do that one next week.
Okay, we alternate. We're coming up with our own plans.
Yeah. But we know what works. We know what works.
We do. So what has been going on, you guys? It is already Monday, and we are checking you guys out, seeing who's joining in on us. And so we already see some likes and hearts and stuff. So what's up?
I seem like I just still Monday a week ago when I was just coming back to Savannah.
You
know what I mean?
That's why I said welcome back to Monday. It'll be Monday next week too.
Yeah.
And so maybe can you turn it down just a tad bit, because I don't know how loud it sounds like for everybody else. But I'm gonna stop our banner. Look, you guys, can y'all see our t-shirts? We finally got them in. Love and kindness is always in season. We got it in brown, and then Fuller got his new shirt as well.
Confidence.
This is the latest one. God for this. I know I can't, but he can. Yeah. And so we'd order some shirts, and we're not really trying to sell them. Or I guess we got to sell them because people keep asking.
Keep asking about them. So
we have to pay a pretty penny to get them. So we ain't just gonna be dishing them out.
$20.
Yeah.
So each. But long sleeve tees.
Yeah. Somebody wants one, you can cash out the Bishop K. Fuller, and we'll bring you one to the church house, or I don't know about mailing.
Boxes and all that, and we'll have to put a postage on it.
Yeah, or they just cash app you Bishop K. Fuller. Don't 200-300 of you, because it ain't. But how many did you order?
I ordered a bunch of.
Really? Okay. I
ordered about 40 or 50 something each.
Okay, so I guess we got some. We got all sizes too. And so, babe, what happened with you over the weekend? Let's start from. So Austin's birthday was last Monday.
Right.
We had the rest of the day.
We went down that Sunday.
Yeah.
Monday.
It was Sunday. Yeah.
Monday, I was in the bed all day because I was fighting off a cold. Because we had 2 little crumb snatchers here.
Oh, yeah.
Pharaoh boys.
My babies. They're so cute, you guys.
They are. I miss them when they're
cute. They were so cute.
I miss Papa. Papa.
That's what they call
it. And I was fought the cold off. I mean, I could feel it coming. I didn't have it, but I could feel it coming. You got rid of it. Rest and
the vitamin emergency.
Emergency. And it fallen off Tuesday. Went to work.
Yeah.
Wednesday, I preached Wednesday night.
Mm-hmm.
And you want me to go on to the Thursday? You want?
Yeah, go on. Yeah. Hey, let me speak to people. Hey, Renee, talk to Miss Norma, Dale. Hey, what's going on, you guys? And Dr. Layton is on here tonight. Dr. Layton, y'all just come on back, get ready for your other part of They Not Like Us, because we keep talking about they ain't like us.
Right.
Is this stuff keep coming up? They ain't like us.
It's definitely not like us.
So start with Wednesday. I was at work and then came on. I'm gonna let you jump in if you want to share.
No, Wednesday night, man, God really spoke to my heart, and I really, I think I really ministered. We get a lot of feedback because, doing my ministry, I'm encouraging and talk about issues that people are dealing with on an everyday basis, children, health, a loss of a loved one, caregivers, covered the whole gamut of, it's called, and the message was, it's called life. It's called life. That's one of my next t-shirts, and I'm a magnify all things good. So I got to get that magnify all things good, and it's called life.
Yeah, what do y'all think about the brown?
Yeah.
Because Fuller was going to get blue. I kind of talked him out of the blue and said, brown is nice fall color.
Yeah, and it's brown. I like it. Yeah. I do like it.
Yeah, I'm always game for a nice black t-shirt, go with everything, right?
Yeah.
And I threw this on with some white pants, white jeans, and, it kind of popped a little bit. So it was powerful, sir. This is from Dr. Layton. And then Miss Norma said, good word on Wednesday, Bishop. Dr. Layton said the same thing. So, yeah. So thank you, guys. They look awesome. And look, our distributors is the Ms. Wanda Hines, who's on here.
Mr. and Mrs.
Pastor
and Doctor.
For us. And so took care of us. They are have their own catering or bakery. And man, y'all be doing it. Look here. Wanda Hines don't bring no more carrot cake nowhere.
That crack carrot cake.
It was good. I know y'all don't know what we're talking about. So you want to finish? Anything else?
No, you go ahead.
No, I mean, we had a really good week. Just spending some time with family and friends and enjoying some time. Just go ahead.
I had KFM meeting. Okay. And I had a KFM in Marietta with Dr. Bales allowed me to use his facilities. And he volunteered, and we had pastors in from all over. And it was a very intimate, very time of sharing. My sister Vera spoke Thursday morning and talked about prayer and the importance of prayer, and rocked the house. It was a jailbreak, Paul and Silas jailbreak, and it was she lit it up, and the praise and worship was really good on Thursday, and Thursday afternoon. We don't do it at night. We take time for fellowship at the night service. So I did that was 10. Then we broke for lunch to 2.
That was a good idea that you had to bring in the caterer and have lunch on site. Yeah. So that was really good, and it was very intimate too.
Yeah, and so I did Thursday afternoon, and we really had a awesome time. Made an impartation to the pastors. It was great. They said it was good, but I'm telling you, the highlight to me of the meeting was Friday morning. The Lord present sat on the praise and worship, and everybody in there felt the saturation of the anointing, and people were spellbound. I mean, I saw people hugging one another, crying, just crying. Didn't know what to do with themselves. They were just
worshiping.
It was like the Bible said. They ministered unto the Lord. We really ministered unto the Lord, and it said the priest stood and could not minister. Yeah. I stood. I could not minister, and I shared for you guys to sing a couple songs, and you guys just kept on singing worship. And I mean, no preaching, and that God did what He wanted to do, and with God present. The anointing and God present the way it was tangible. And I hadn't felt that in a long time. And it was, oh my God, it was just, I'm still bashing in the glory. Yeah. And it's so upon us that Q and I just been walking in that anointing, that glory. And that's why we're fasting this week, because we want to be in a position where God can use us. We want our physical bodies to be ready where He can use us, because it was something to behold. Hadn't experienced that in a while in praise and worship, where it was corporate and there was no ministry except, and it wasn't playing, or it wasn't hype from the pulpit. It wasn't hype from the congregation. It was just the Lord's doing. The Lord sit on the songs, and we're just, oh my God.
Yeah, I think when you have a session like you had, you can control.
And it's intimate too as well.
You can kind of control it. And so we didn't have any format. So let's just say that it was not like a format plan. I was telling Fuller that I like to share just my experience having done praise and worship. And I was telling the people that helped out, David is such a great musician over at Dr. Bell's church, Enlightened Christians. And I was sharing with them that, I know oftentimes what happens is because we have a certain schedule, you have to
put God in a box, or the Holy Spirit in a box.
And so, but this was an opportunity for us to, and I said, I don't want to do the typical, because I'm been this way as well over the years, do 3 fast songs or a couple of fast songs and or 3 slow songs, or do 3 fast songs and do 2 slow songs, where what has happened over the years, and it's no fault of anybody other than it's the nature of, you got people online, so you want to make sure that the sound is quality. You want to make sure people also don't go all the way to the far left and get far out there and they trying to preach.
Right.
And that's not what they call doing praise and worship, and they're supposed to be letting the pastor do that. So, but sometimes the track confines us, and not in a sense that we don't need to have it organized, but it confines us or constrains us. Sometimes it makes us on the praise team a little bit weaker in our call of ministry, because we rely on that track
instead of relying on what you have on the inside of you to come out.
Yeah.
And we're not knocking on church service, because during church service I pastor, so I'm definitely not knocking church service. You have to have a time on your time on your service. Yeah. But don't be limited to that when the Holy Spirit wants to move.
Yeah. And we do.
And if anybody online that was there that want to make a comment, please do. That was there to express their experience.
Yeah. Well, what I was really more so sharing here is that, the track is great. Now everybody's using the tracks. And when I said that it makes us not as strong on the praise team, the singers begin to rely on it.
Right.
And even though we practice and supposed to come to service knowing our parts, when you even don't know your part, or you may not know the words, you got the track still to back you up. So, but then when the track messes up, and y'all get this, the track messed up. The track cut off. The track jumped a couple of times. And so it was good that we could correct it, but it also, when there's a move of the Holy Spirit and there is no longer track, yes, the musicians know to play. Yes, they know to do certain things, but this was a great opportunity. Fuller just, the way he is, if y'all ever seen Fuller minister, he just let the praise team sing. That they can't do it all the time, but he does, right? And so we were literally, we sang from about 9:30, and what I was sharing with the praise team is, when corporate prayer is going on, let the corporate prayer go on, and then we're going to be on the stage on the pulpit, and we're going to sit on bar stools. We're going to sit on stools, and we're just going to sing kind of softly, and then as people are entering into the sanctuary, the presence of God, or the atmosphere, has already been set by the worship. We're not doing praise. I'm not introducing, hey, welcome to church, everybody. Hey, it's praise and worship time. But nope. The atmosphere, Pastor Brown was praying. The praise team was already on the stage, singing a few songs, just kind of softly. Yeah. And as people came in, they automatically knew the atmosphere was really is being set. Right. And so when he was done praying, we just kept singing. And y'all, we sang from 9:30 to 12. We looked up, it was like Fuller didn't even get a chance to minister, because people were wailing and some, there was joy. There was people that needed a breakthrough, that just wanted to worship the past, because these were pastors. So sometimes pastors don't really get a chance to just worship, because they're watching for the praise team. When you gonna finish? It's time for me to get up, and they didn't have to worry about any of that because the way the atmosphere set. So I'm glad you let me share a little bit of that because it was profound, and it was really good. That's my latest word. I keep saying profound.
And so, hey, give a shout out to Pastor Nick. Hey Emily, I see Lee Ector on there. Dorsey, DY always on. Just giving y'all a shout out.
Yep.
And so
then what was also really good is that Thursday evening, the ladies decided to go shopping.
Yeah.
and I'm not a big shopper, but I do like a good home goods or a good home section, so I can buy the little trinkets stuff. I never really think of butter knife, or, scoop for my peanut butter, like I eat peanut butter, but just different little trinkets and so
just a fellowship.
It was a fellowship, and then what happened was I didn't know a lot of the Fuller had sons and daughters, right? So I didn't know some of them. I knew them, but not the way we experienced it, right? And then Friday we came back saying. Friday was the day we did the worship that, right? And then
Friday evening, I ministered to the pastors, and I hadn't done it in a long time. Prophetic ministry, prophetic preaching, and it was. I mean, I was at what was coming out of me, and things that over the last I've been preaching since 1982. So all those things that was in me, the wisdom that God has granted me, graced me with, and it was just an awesome time. And everybody was so loving. It was so kind. It was like really a family affair, and it was just heavenly.
We called it KFM Family Reunion.
Really, really good.
Yeah, we called it the KFM Family Reunion, and it was like really because you only get a chance to see them once a year.
I only had one last year. Since COVID, and then so this is really getting back into it.
You and Gene used to do them.
Yeah, we used to have them every year.
Yeah, and when COVID happened, so there was 4 years that passed.
Right.
And then we decided last year to do one. We did it in Peachtree City, but this time, Dr.
And because it was a church environment, we had more control over the meeting, what we could do.
But it was really nice because we had lunch in the foyer of the church, and then we had a snack at 2 p.m. or before the 2 p.m. session or right after the 2 p.m. session. It was good, you guys. We had a really great experience with the family.
And Friday night, Dr. Bell and Lysandra invited us to their house and to their home, and we just had the food catered, the same caterer that catered my event, catered their event, and everybody we had a great time. This refreshing, and I think. We charge one another. We energize one another with the fellowship. I've been to a lot of pastor conference over the years, and a lot of time we meet, have meetings, but we don't have time for that fellowship. So I do my meeting at 10 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, and then we finish up time for fellowship. And it just worked for us. Everybody got their own niche and what they do and how they perceive. There's no wrong or right. They're just the way you prefer.
And let me say this about the worship, because I was reading DY's comments about I'm gonna put it up on the screen here if I can get it up. She was saying that it's true because the tracks you have to have an anointed musician. And when she said that, I thought about David, because we have anointed musicians at our church, and we always have. And David, who I've ministered with before, David at Enlighten, he is really anointed. And what we know, those that have ministries, having the musician know how to worship also, and giving the musician the liberty to flow and worship. And then David broke out and singing. And Fuller didn't even know David could sing.
I didn't, but I just told him, I said, I feel like David used to begin to play. And because I was help leading worship. I wasn't singing. I was help leading worship in direction.
He sang all
kinds. And he started just playing, and I thought he was just going to play, and he started singing. And my God, took it another higher and higher.
Oh, boy can really sing. And so really did. And then Fat says still basking in the remnants of the anointing from the street. I'm telling you guys, I think I just needed to cry out. I think one time I screamed or something, and then it just was one of those moments where it's harder to do that during your regular services, right? But it's when it's smaller and you're around people that
it's mature audience too.
Yeah.
Mature audience.
So, but anyway, so that was the weekend, and we enjoyed our time with the family, and then now we are back to Monday again. Now, hence brings us to our topic, because before we were talking about our weekend. Fuller and I, last time we met, Monday night, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we talked about loving well. If you didn't get a chance to watch that episode, you should go back and watch it. Now, Fuller said to me following the loving well segment, he said, "You know what, darling?" He said, "I really do love you. And I just want you to know that, there's nothing I wouldn't do for you." And then so he said, concluding our conversation before, like when we get off from here, we'll go and maybe run an errand or go walking or finish working out or go eat or whatever. And so, but before we decided to go do whatever we were going to do, he said to me, "I promise to love you for the rest of my life." I was like, we know when we get married, it's supposed to be for life.
Yeah.
But to hear, guys, I just be telling y'all stuff that I think never heard before. I promise to love you for the rest of my life. Thank you, babe, for wanting to love me, as I was sharing with the Godfident family how much you do love me well. And that's just another example of loving me well. Okay, here's one more. So I came home on Sunday, and when I walked in the house, Fuller had, I didn't finish telling all of our Saturday, because Montrese had a 60th birthday on Saturday. Forgot about that. Montrese, happy birthday, had a 60th birthday party that we celebrated, and then we took her to the movies to see one of our favorite TV series. It's on Prime, I guess, called Downton Abbey. Quite good, kind of like Bridgerton. But anyway, so I came in, and Fuller had gone to the store, nothing fancy, had bought me some flowers from the store, really nice, and had put a card on the table. And the card, as I was opening it up, fell out all this money. Now, I was just like, okay, babe, thank you for this money. I said, but you didn't have to do that. Really, you didn't. He said, "Darling, I just want to show you, first of all, you don't ever keep no money in your purse. That's one thing.
Right.
And I just want you to always have money. But you can give it back too if you don't want to keep it." I said, "You ain't getting this money back." But that was just so sweet. And you talk about, he is the example of what he preaches. So he practices what he preaches. So going back to Twanza said, "Such a beautiful example of love." Miss Norma says, all these hearts, and Lady D says, "Oh, it's so sweet." It is. I mean, we are so blessed. We Godfident family, you guys that are married are so blessed. Sometimes we don't realize how blessed we are, because we talk to people that are couples, and we also go through some challenges, not many, because we genuinely like each other. And then some people may or may not like completely the way people do things. They still love each other.
That's it. But I'm not doing it in drama. Just not doing it. No fussing, no arguing, no raising no voice. Not doing it. I'm just not. I was raised that way. My dad, I never heard him fuss, argue, or curse my mom or anything. And it's just nature to me, just naturally.
Yeah.
And then now I'm full of the Holy Spirit. Why should I? Because Fuller loves Fuller. So why is Fuller going to abuse Fuller, hurt Fuller feeling? Because Fuller love Fuller. And because Fuller love Fuller, he ain't going to hurt Fuller emotionally, physically, or spiritually. Fuller going to love Fuller and build Fuller up.
Yeah, I like.
But, and we had a friend call us, even after last, and we're not going to say what state, but country or what from, and said that he was married for years and he'd never experienced love. To be loved, to really be loved and feel love and know what love was.
Because you can be married.
Right.
and just have the title of I got a spouse,
a roommate,
right,
roommate. That's basically
but you never experience this. That's intimate, right? For some, it may or may not be, but that is intimate. When you guys see us kissing, that's intimate.
And we're not just doing it for the camera, though.
Right? Yeah.
Because we hug at night in bed or rub each other in bed when we sleep. But one wake up, and the other next thing you know, your arm around me, or you all on top of me, and all. on top of you. I mean, it's all up against me. But we grown, we married. So anyway, and and because I love Darlene and all the things, not just because of the things she do, I just love her as a person, love her spirit about life, or love her zeal, and I love the way she loved me and treat me all day long, and likewise. And if you sow good seed, you get good back. I'm a magnet for all things good, so I don't expect nothing but good.
Yeah.
And to have someone to love you, Darlene probably did meet me at the lowest point of my life, and where I want to give up, and you love me back to life. How could I not help but love you the rest of my life? Because this glitter you see in my eyes, you bring that. My heart just flutters when I see you, and just the way you are mine, the way you cook, the way you just do things and wait on me. You bring me my plate, everything. My heart just skip a beat because of the love you show toward me. And it's not anything I wouldn't do to make you feel good and make you feel like a natural woman, like you feel like that you're important, that you mean, that someone in life got you, no matter what, through health challenges, financial challenges, or what. You don't have to worry because I got you.
Somebody we were talking about, thank you, babe. That's what I've always wanted. I was telling Fuller, even though, again, we both have had great marriages, but there was things lacking. And I remember talking to someone not too long ago, and they expressed about wanting a spouse that they could trust. They didn't mean that the person was a liar or anything like that, but they wanted to feel secure.
Right.
Trusting the person had them.
Protected.
You got my back. If it come down to the wire, like when I lost my job, and the first thing Fuller said was, "Congratulations. It was time for you to go anyway." He could have said, "Shoot, we building this house. What we gonna do?" He didn't say any of that. He has my best interest, and if you've not been loved well, when you talk to your spouse, tell them what you need. I think that's the biggest part. Is when Fuller and I are talking about life, he looks for things that Darlene enjoys, that Darlene needs. Like he cares for my mom. Like on Saturday, you guys, the entire Saturday after we had KFM Ministries, Wednesday we got there, Thursday, Friday. Saturday we checked out of the hotel. Saturday I was leaving to go to Maggiano's to be with my girlfriend Montrese for her 60th birthday party. Then we said at 8. Then we were going to the movies at 5 o'clock. So the party was at 2. The movies was at 5. And I didn't get home till like 9:30, 10 o'clock. Fuller could have said, "We've been gone the whole weekend, and you gotta. We got this going on. We gotta go to church tomorrow." Or he could have said a number of things. Not that he was thinking it. I'm just saying he didn't say anything. But okay. And then what I asked him to do was, "Babe, would you go get my mom? I won't be home till later on, but mom normally comes home on Friday. We didn't get her on Friday. Saturday, here comes Saturday. Would you mind going by and picking her up?" He could have said, you guys, "Darlene, how insensitive. Do you know I've been ministering for 3 days and your mom will be okay until next week?" He could have. He could have even made that face like I'm making this face now. "Your mom, she'll be all right." He didn't. He said, "I got it. I'll go get her." And then I tried to call myself, reminding him. He said, "I do what I can. I'm gonna do what I do. What's your normal thing?
I'm gonna do what I can do.
I do what I do best is what I'm gonna do.
And then if I can't do it, I'll hire somebody. But I'm not gonna do it.
And he said,
I don't like to sweat and get dirty off
this thing. But he said, when I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. He didn't flinch. He didn't say I'm tired. He didn't say, what's your mama gonna do while she here? I'm going to my room and go to bed. He didn't say nothing. When I got home, he had went and bought my mom food. He was sitting in the living room talking to her. Y'all, when you talking about ministry, Thursday, Friday,
Wednesday,
2 services a day. Wednesday, he ministered on Wednesday. Drove way out to Marietta, Ackworth, ministered twice Friday. All of that. And he could have said something different. But that's what I was talking about, loving well. And so when he says back to me, I promise to love you for the rest of my life, all those things we talked about last week get bundled up and they just get put in the love bank. And when he says that, I believe him. Now I don't have to question, because you do what you say you're gonna do.
But that was important to you to have your mom here and to get her away from that assisted living place.
Mm-hmm.
And that means a lot to you. And so it's important to you. It's important to me.
Yeah.
And so that's what I do.
Do what love do. And so, babe, thank you for promising to love me for the rest of my life.
It's easy. Easy.
Not for the rest of your life, for the rest of my life. Because if I don't ever know what love looks like, I've seen it. I don't have to have a shirt that says Godfrey, knowing I can't, but he can. I don't have to say love and kindness is always in season. And if you want a shirt, you guys can cash out BK for. But I don't have to wear a shirt for me to know that love and kindness really is who you see Fuller to be, who you see, you guys that operate in the same vein to be. Share that with your spouse. Be that with your spouse. Go to another level. Let them see another level of love, because every day I witness something different. And I'm so thankful, because the joy of the Lord, it is my strength. And I know I'm wearing the joy. People tell me they see a glow. And thank you, baby, for loving me well.
What RJ said.
Yes. And let's see. RJ says, which is Renee. You guys are gonna make me cry. Such a beautiful testimony on being loved well. Yes, ma'am. That's what our goal is, to be a testimony, a living testimony.
But it's as important to you. It has to mean something to me if I love you. Talk is cheap. It's just like buttholes. Everybody got one.
It's a good example, baby.
Yeah, I know. You got people loving you, man.
Yes.
But that's just who I am,
Yes.
And it's vital. It's important. And not only I love you, I love our kids, I love my siblings, I love my friends. Yeah. I love, Darlene said, and I didn't recognize, but she said, I just love. And it's just so easy to get along with people you love. And I'm beginning to receive that, because I've been going down to Kroger here in Peachtree City, which is, I'm live in Fayette County. And Peachtree City is closer now since we moved and built this house. And when I went down at first, everybody was strange. But I'm talking about the people been coming up, saying, how are you doing? Excuse me. And there's no reflection. But most of white folks have a hard time saying, excuse me, thank you, or whatever. Because
black folks too. Now look here.
But my experience has been the other way. Let me say it from my experience. I can only speak from my experience. And but I'm telling you, those people have the customers. They have been just so kind. And I used to say on here, I've said, and people just gonna run all over and don't say excuse me or nothing. But now they all. But see, that's because of all the seed was sown of love and kindness. I believe that.
Yeah, Fuller said to me one time, you guys, and we're gonna let you guys go, because we know we're 3 minutes past the 6:30, 5:30 Central Standard Time. Fuller said, Darlene, do you realize when we walk in a room that the room which was once empty, it all of a sudden gets crowded?
Business, anything. Yeah.
Anything. We could go and stand and get in line to our favorite little restaurant on Old National, and don't nobody be in line. Then all of a sudden, Bill, hey, a whole bunch of people.
I was at a nail shop last Monday, I think it was, and when nobody was in there, and I went in, and they didn't in all day. She said, well, the one that does my nail, Nancy, and she said, "Oh, look, you brought customers. You only way you come in, you brought customers with you." And I'm talking, it just filled up the whole place, and they hadn't done that all day.
And Fuller will say in a minute, your presence demands an explanation. And so when we talk about the seed of love, love is following us. Everywhere we go, love is looking for. Yes, Miss Norma, Old National. Love and kindness is following us everywhere we go.
Big Daddies.
Yeah.
Big Daddy got some good food.
It's following us everywhere we go, and we just want to share the love. That's the real reason for Godfidence. Fuller and I were talking about today. Y'all, I'm going to just tell y'all a little secret. Shh, don't tell nobody. I was saying, Fuller, is this our year to be up with Godfidence? I said, we're gonna finally call it a day, because you guys realize we've been doing Godfidence for now almost, I'm gonna say 4. No, it's 5 because we're going on 4 years being married. Yeah, we got an anniversary November the 6th. So, but I said, are we going to? Let me take Twanza said, because I have her up, taking care of your mind as a ministry. Yvonne Holmes says, yes, your presence demands an explanation. And then Montrese is on here. Happy birthday, Montrese. He turned 60. And Doc Layton made a comment too. So, just people just making different comments. And so, but I forgot what I was going to say, baby. What were we talking about?
You was talking about our present demand.
Oh yeah. So I was saying to Fuller, this is our year to take a break and not do Godfidence anymore. Maybe we run our course. And he said, no, this is we keep going because it's our ministry. This is what we do. And then listen to Yvonne, keep going on Godfidence, keep going. And so
I'm gonna take a sabbatical.
So but what we are gonna do, just like a good Bridgerton, a good TV series, how they take a sabbatical and they make you mad because you be like, this end of episode or season 3. When we gonna get season 4?
And so you waiting. They set you up. They have some suspense in it, so you can't wait.
Yeah. So we are gonna take a sabbatical maybe during the holidays and be gone for about a month. Let everybody. We'll do some replays and all that. And you know what? We can have our guests host. Godfidence too.
True that. Look, we're going to have a guest on next week, a couple, and they are funny, and you really gonna enjoy them. And his last name is Fuller.
And I always think that they're your cousin, but they're not really your cousin.
No, not by blood.
Look, we always say, "Hey, cuz."
Hey, cuz, what's up?
Yeah. And so, you guys, thank y'all for hanging in there with us today. And we're so glad that you want us to continue. And but look forward to seeing you guys next Monday with our special guest, the Fullers. Fuller too. Fuller. And so hopefully you guys so Miss Norma says we need to take a group picture in our Godfidence shirts. We do. Okay. We're going to post a picture of what we did this weekend in a group with our group picture. Right. But you're right. We need to everybody that's got a Godfidence t-shirt, at some point we need to do a picture. Okay. If you want the Godfidence t-shirt, it is, and I can put it in the chat here. Fuller's Messenger. I can put it in the chat so you guys know how to cash out Fuller, and we can get a shirt too.
And we got to get address and everything. So
you see, y'all posted it in the chat. I don't know if that went on Facebook or if that went to YouTube, but you can see it. It's $ Bishop K Fuller. I don't know about mailing no t-shirts, y'all. Don't be trying to send me a whole bunch of orders now. We're going to be mailing because Fuller just be Fuller. Fuller's not mailing out anything. That would be Darlene Quincy, and this is not Amazon, but I love you. Okay. So anyway, got anything else you want to say, baby?
Just blessed, happy, and excited, and I'm looking forward to what God is going to do. Yeah. I sense this is a season that God is going to show Himself strong. And I'll look for His presence on everything you put your hands and heart and your mouth on, and God's going to do something spectacular. He's going to amaze you. You're going to be shocked at the things, the doors that God's going to open up for you.
Yeah.
I just feel that strong in my spirit.
I think so too. Just whenever you think you're counted out, God's got you counted in. And so Miss Norma says she's going to help me pack up some T-shirts and put them in the mailbox.
Thank you, Miss Norma.
I'm going to send them right over to your house.
Thank you, Miss Norma. And, that's my friend.
She is your friend.
And her husband, Rick.
Rick is friend too. And so, but anyway, you guys, thank y'all for joining us. Love you. And tell your spouse, I promise to love you for the rest of your life. They'll be like, where'd you get that from? Why are you saying that? Just say, I promise I'm going to love you for the rest of your life. No matter what you do, I promise to love you for the rest of my life. We'll see you guys. Take care until next week. On confidence. Baby, you got some music to take us out? This is how we do it. Hey, you guys. See y'all later. Full of taking.